Hello everyone. Dot set. Set is a collection of unique data types. A set is just an unordered collection of unique elements. So an element is either in a set or it is not. This means that no element in a set has an index. Let's look at a code example. So we have a set where x 1, 1, 2, 3. So in this set, if you see right now, we are duplicating 1 and 1. But if we print it, you will see it is just 1, 2, and 3. So there is no duplicacy of elements. Suppose we want to access elements in a set based on index. We will not be able to do so. For example, let's try to update index 0 by 10. Actually, there is no indexes in a set. So if we try to write this code, this code will just not work. See, so we cannot access indexes in a set because a set don't have index. So commenting the code. Here we are trying to add an element which is 6. So x dot add 6, and after printing it, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 6. Similarly, we want to remove 3. From 1 to 3, 6, we want to remove 3. So if we will remove 3, it will just remain 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6. If we want to access elements of a set, we can just run a for loop for whatever number in the collection, print number. It just prints whatever you have remained. List versus set. A list is an ordered collection of elements where the same element may occur several times at different positions. A set is an unordered collection of unique elements. The uniqueness is evaluated by using double equal operator and hash code. Let's look at a code. So here we have a variable x, 1 variable y, 1 variable z, 2. We are creating a list of integer. List dot add x, add y, add z, again add x, and this becomes the output of this list. 1, 1, 2, 1. Let's run it again. 1, 1, 2, 1. That's fine. I mean, nothing is special. If we do the same thing with the set, add x, y, z, and x again and print it, it just remains 1 and 2. That means there will be no duplicate elements in a set. List versus map. A list is an ordered collection of elements that are distinguished by their indices. List elements can be one of any data type, primitive types, collections, user-defined types, and built-in types. List can have duplicate items. A map is a collection of key value pairs where each unique key maps to a single value. A map cannot have duplicate keys. Bool. So let's look at the code for the bool. Bool, basically bool we use for making a decision like it's true or false. Okay, so for example, we have this code where we are creating a variable is valid equal to true, printing is valid. You can see it just prints true. Variable is max equal to false, and we are printing is max. It is false, so obviously it will just print false. Dart comparison. Let's see about the dart comparison. So comparison where we want to compare to integers or compare to floats or compare to objects. So here we can see 0 equal to 0. Yes, it is true. And that's why you see it true here. Print 0 is greater than 1. Is it so? No, it is false. And that's why we have it false here. Print 1 is less than 5. Obviously 1 is less than 5, so it is true. 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes, it is. A equal to 10, B equal to 15, A is less than B. Is 10 less than 15? Yes, it is. So it is true. Dart and OR operator. So let's look at this code. So where basically we can use the AND or operator where we want to say if A or B or this condition or this condition. Or we can also say this condition as well as this condition. Both should be true. In that case, we can use and if any one of them is true, you can use OR. So 1 is less than 2? Yes. 1 is greater than 0? Yes. So the output is true. 1 is less than 2 or 1 is less than 2. Yes, it is true. Or 10 is greater than 100. This is false. So 1 is true or false. True or false. So in the case of ORs, it will just consider true. Whatever the true first becomes. OR operator checks any one condition to be true. Let's talk about the exclamation operator. So we have a variable a equal to exclamation operator 1 is greater than 0. So 1 is greater than 0, it is true. And as soon as we apply exclamation operator before true, it will just reverse it. So it will become false. And if we print the same, we see false. Dart conditionals. Let's talk about the Dart conditional. So basically, when we talk about conditional, it becomes if, else, if else, either this or that, correct? So if we have this type of condition or decision to be make, we will use if else. For example, we have a variable a equal to 1. We have a variable a is okay. So we have a variable a is equal to 1. And here we are checking if a is greater than 0. Yes, that is true. That's why I print a is greater than 0. Else print a is less than 0. If b equal to 2, if b is greater than 0, b is greater than 0 because this is true. So generally we use if else for making decision if this or that. Okay, so let's talk about Dart loops. So we use loop for iteration. If we want to iterate from 0 to 100 or 0 to 10, we have a initial value and we have the end value. We can use a loop. So this is example of while loop where we are starting I from 1 and the loop will keep continue until I becomes equal to 10. So it will start from 1 and it will only stop when I will become 10. So in every iteration, we are incrementing I equal to I plus 1. So in the very first iteration, it will be 1. Then it will be incremented by 1 becomes 2. In the similar manner, it goes up to 10. This is how we can use a while loop. We have one more example of the Dart loop. So suppose we have a variable a which is 4, b which is 0. We want to keep iterating until b becomes a. Basically, the value of b should equal to a. Same logic, keep on looping and printing b and in every iteration increment b by 1. So it starts from 0 and goes up to 4. This is the requirement, and it prints the same thing. Dart loops. So we have one more example of dart loops. We can still see here. So we have a list of numbers and we want to get odd and even numbers. So we can initialize a variable j from 0 and we will iterate over all the numbers from 0 up to 10. So we will start from 0 and it will keep iterating up to the length of the array, basically the last element. The index we are starting from 0 and the index of the 10 will be 9. So we will start from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to doing same and reach up to index 9. And in every index, for every index, we will check if number modulo 2 is equal to 0. If this is the case, number is even, otherwise number is odd. So we are using a while loop while j is less than list underscore numbers dot length. If this is the case, number equal to list underscore number, basically your list object at index j, which will be in the very first iteration. It will be 1, 1 modulo 2 equal to 0. Either the number is even or odd, so 1 is odd. We will increase the index j by j plus 1, so it will become 1. So in the next iteration, j is 1 now. List underscore number at 1, it will be 2. So the number will be 2. So 2 modulo 2 equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So the number is even. So this is how we can use for loops. Basically, this is how we can use the loops for the Dart program. Spread operator. So basically, with the help of spread operator, we can add two arrays. You can see an example here. So we have a variable a, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a variable b, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is an example where we are creating a variable c equal to spread operator up of a. So it will copy the contents from a, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 5 or basically insert 5 and append the elements of b, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you run the code, you can see it starts from 0 and goes up to 10. Thank you so much.